I need my dad for me. My dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal.
I found this, it's a short video by JB Pritzker. He's the governor of Illinois. And he did a commencement speech. And I have a piece of that commencement speech, and I'm going to put it out for you to watch. Now, I have kind of butchered it up by putting in little pieces, mostly from our idiot-in-chief, Donald Trump, about how he is an idiot. And this is what Pritzker's talking about, is idiots, and cruelty. Those things go together. Idiots and cruelty go together. And this kind of shows what that is. People who are not very smart, don't know what they're talking about, are oftentimes very cruel. So listen to this, and most of this is going to be him and Donald Trump making stupid comments and so on.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
Including Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, that Russia interfered. President Trump asked, who do you believe, President Putin or the U.S. intelligence community? His answer?
People came to me, Dan Coats came to me and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this, I don't see any reason why it would be.
With the president of Finland, and he said we have a much different, we're a forest nation. He called it a forest nation. And they spent a lot of time on raking and cleaning and doing things, and they don't have any problem. And when it is, it's a very small problem. So I know everybody's looking at that.
I comprehend extraordinarily well. Probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time.
The lead prosecutor in Eric Adams' case resigned today.
Well, I don't know about it. I mean, obviously I'm not involved.
He wants to know why the proclamation was signed in the dark.
I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. Other people handled it.
Some of your top cabinet officials and aides have been discussing very sensitive material through Signal and included an Atlantic reporter for that. What is your response to that?
I don't know anything about it.
Do you still believe nothing classified was shared?
Well, that's what I've heard. I don't know. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask the various people involved. I really don't know.
Have you been briefed about the soldiers in Lithuania who are missing?
No, I haven't.
If we're hold you in contempt, will you take steps to return Kilmar Abrego Garcia to the United States and put him in front of a judge?
Well, I'm not involved in it. I'm going to respond by saying you'll have to speak to the lawyers.
Your Secretary of State says everyone who's here, citizens and non-citizens, deserve due process. Do you agree, Mr. President?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. I have to respond by saying again, I have brilliant lawyers that work for me, and they are going to obviously follow what the Supreme Court said.
Are your administration sending migrants to Libya?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Homeland Security.
The entire efficacy of this incredibly useful piece of information hinges upon your ability to pick the right idiot. I wish there was a foolproof way to spot idiots, but counterintuitively, some idiots are very smart.
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
One of the great memories of all time.
They can dazzle you with words and misdirection. They can get promoted above you at work. They can even be elected president. If you want to be successful in this world, you have to develop your own idiot detection system. As part of the responsibilities of being your commencement speaker, I'm going to share mine. Sure, I'm naturally suspicious of people who never saw the original Star Wars movies, and even more cautious of people who loved the prequels and the sequels. But I admit this is not a reliable idiot indicator. No, the best way to spot an idiot: look for the person who is cruel. Let me explain. When we see someone who doesn't look like us, or sound like us, or act like us, or love like us, or live like us, the first thought that crosses almost everyone's brain is rooted in either fear or judgment, or both. That's evolution. We survived as a species by being suspicious of things that we aren't familiar with. In order to be kind, we have to shut down that animal instinct and force our brain to travel a different pathway. Empathy and compassion are evolved states of being. They require the mental capacity to step past our most primal urges. This may be a surprising assessment because somewhere along the way in the last few years, our society has come to believe that weaponized cruelty is part of some well thought out master plan.
Please, can I just see my mother, please?
Parents taken away on buses, separated from their children.
Her mom is the only one she has. That's her guardian.
In immigration raids across Mississippi on Wednesday, the impact on children and worked with school administrators, adding, quote, "This was planned for months, well before El Paso. We did this under past presidents. This is business as usual for us."
Okay, here we have the cruelty. The immense cruelty of a person that takes people that have come to this country. Okay, they came here illegally. Mostly because businesses asked them to come here and said, "We will employ you." At lower than minimum wage, of course, you know, that sort of thing. And you will have a better life. You could send money back to your family in Guatemala or something like that. These people are, for the most part, the vast most part, are people that don't want anyone to know they're there. They just want to work.
Wednesday.
I need my dad for me. My dad didn't do nothing. He's not a criminal.
Many children left behind at schools and daycares. The raids on the heels of the El Paso shooting, where Latinos were purposely targeted, also came on the first day of school for those children.
Cruelty is seen by some as an adroit cudgel to gain power. Empathy and kindness are considered weak. Many important people look at the vulnerable only as rungs on a ladder to the top. I'm here to tell you that when someone's path through this world is marked with acts of cruelty, they have failed the first test of an advanced society.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. But the communists, Marxists, fascists, and the radical left thugs that live like vermin within the confines of our country, they're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done.
They never forced their animal brain to evolve past its first instinct. They never forged new mental pathways to overcome their own instinctual fears. And so their thinking and problem solving will lack the imagination and creativity that the kindest people have in spades.
I love the old days. You know what they used to do to guys like that when they were in a place like this? They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
And this guy started screaming by himself, and they did, I don't know, rough up. Maybe he should have been roughed up. Maybe he should have been roughed up.
Over my many years in politics and business, I have found one thing to be universally true. The kindest person in the room is often the smartest.